Sinara, Adonai Asusani, Sule Adujusuna Juhona Godara, Tehona Husuna Hodara, God in a halar Hona, that in Hona, Soli Tolahia, Onara Honada. Kapkana kaya tonight, Susani Tulahia, Gonara, Amen. So, I am eating, and then I'm eating egg, and then my Chinara, my other angel, said, I want to talk to you. You have eaten egg. That's what my aunt have given to me as I'm inside of the house, but I'm on my own. I'm on my own, and then nobody is with me as I cannot be around with anyone. So this is where my father sent me in the wilderness to fulfill the 1,230 days. It's 1,230 days. And then this is where he sent me. And my another aunt is the one who you know the word in in Revelation Reveletion. My father sent me to the place where he prepared for me, as this is where I will be without the I was living in a luxurious life before my father called me, and then those times I was hidden all the time. I'm in this gen ISIS as I am. I've been hidden in the very beginning, as I never wanted to incarnate as a woman. I never want to incarnate as a woman, as long time ago, the very first Armageddon, the women being trampled, being disrespect, being insulted, and all that, and being males just rude. I'm a test to the world. So the first time was I incarnated as a woman. That's when I was feed under the table, and after I've eaten, they throw me into the cage. It was also the sixth angel. The apostles. What I've been through, they've been. This is why I say I know my brothers. I know my brobes. So father asked me when father put me in this to the woman who steal me from heaven, she was a witch who took me. A witch is a crafts you called sorcerers, and it's very different to the witchcrafts humans. Witchcrafts and sorcerers are a big different. Witchcrafts does things for good and evil. It's good and evil, as it like when somebody did something to you and it's bad, you have to do something, meaning to say they try their best to get you out of it, as I have done in this end. All of those happens to me in this end has been reminds me, it's like you are the last. This is the last, and you will be reminded, as I have repeated it too when I was GSUS. It's already happened. So it's just repeats many times already in this end. What happened in me in this end happened already in other incarnations I've been into. So when Father told me to incarnate in this end, I was happy. I was happy. But when we got down to nearby the body and I found out it's a female, I wanted to go back. I wanted to go back. But Papa said, that's it, Iha. Called me Iha. Hija. Iha. That's it, Iha. You have to do it to this end. Follow Father's command. You will be okay. Because those time when I was in Egypt as a resurrection is when the feed me to the lions was the symbol of the resurrections, as I was first a mermaid. So from mermaid to Egypt, from Narnia. Actually, there's another meaning to that, which is I cannot translate to you because it's more blasphemous than Narnia's. So, from Narnians to become an Egyptians, because that is what you were first, Egyptians. And then to this end, before my head was banged on the wall, I was living a luxurious life. It's I don't really, even I have everything I have, still I humble myself to, I'm not bothered to all that, as it is for me it's just a thing, a worldly thing, earthly things. I don't recognize it, as I knew that in heaven I have many more than what you have on earth. So I don't make it as special as those humans does, that we think because you have everything, that's it. No. I live in this life as with I have everything, because that's what Father made me to this end. So I'll be because I'm already in the prestigious part in the spirit realms. I was already in the prestigious parts in the heavenly realms, you call pedestal, but I came down to re-ink the to seal, to put a seal with Aya to his maiden, the Ellie Ellie. So when Father one afternoon, one midnight, because that's the only time they can come to me, they put me in surrounded by water as I can be surrounded. But Father says to me, there is a big pool in where I used to live, in where I came from, where I used to live. There's a big pool. We always have pool because at night I turn to become a mermaid and my sister. That is where we met, in the pool. You called Pud. Pud. P-O-D is what it means. Pud. So, he sent me to this place where he said it's prepared for me, and then they will look after me. So my another aunt have a place which is nobody, no one is staying. So I came. I said I cannot bear to be around with anyone. Though I can visit my other aunts, which is her heart is like me. She's also CHRIST, a hard working. Why? She take things, all the sufferings. Then when she had enough with it, she just cries to it. You understand? That is how you clean. Cry through your heart and get angry, as it is your way to get out the fear. That is how you get rid of what is a sword that's going to get into you. Don't let it into you. Use your emotion truthfully with it. So my angel says to me, I'm not talking to you. She said, you ate egg and you want to speak? So this is my Father wants me to convey to you that so Father sent me to prepare for cleansing, because in where I was, it wasn't that because the man who is the sixth angel, who is I was living with my sister, was although wanking every day, so it wasn't good for me, because it was a sin. That is what he does every day in this end. Even to the end, I have come to repay, to repay so that he won't get burnt. Because that is what his mom asked of me. Mania. This is what they call me in other lingo. Mania. In mermaid way. As we are all together in the beginning. In Armageddon. This is what they called me as Ariel. Mania. Mania means Ariel. Ariel. you called Ariel, which is in long time in heavenly speaking, I called Ariel, Erielle, an angel Ariel. That is what it was. So, but I'm not angel Ariel. Ariel is what I was named as mermaid. My angel Ariel is Arnaya. Arnaya. So in the pod, I was called Ariel. Ariel, but I was called Ariel in other lingo. So when Father came to me, he said, "My Iha," is what he called Iha. "You need to be prepared, and I am sending you to the place in the first where you meet us." That's what he said. In the place where we met him is in the place where it was in the beginning was surrounded by water. It was surrounded by water as the world was surrounded by water while we were our Armageddons under the pod. P-O-D. Sirens. Sirens. That is what we called us. Sirens. S-I-R-E-N. Siren. Siren is only one. Sirens is many. So I was called Siren. Father called me. "We will meet you at the first where we left you." We will meet you at the first where we left you. My father left me, and he took Aya with him. But they wasn't far, as they cannot go farther until Aya, because Aya and I cannot be separated that far because our belly, it's when he's far away, my button gets bleed. My button was bleeding, as this is how we were in the beginning. I told you in other records I have, we were cut in half in the belly button. Our belly button are half. When he's far away, my belly button bleeds, and he bleeds. That is what it was. So until it was time for us to be one, and then Father made a thing. I cannot say that. So it was the started of the parted ways of the Moses. It was the symbol of me and Aya when we have our belly button cuts. But we can't be separated like waters. We can't be separated because we are. So Father sent me to this end after my head was banged on the wall by the sixth angel, by the man. And then he promised me that he will, because in the beginning, this is why he becomes me. He becomes me because he made me a promise. He made me a promise that he will do his part in the end. But in the end, he just sinned again. And his mother is bleeding. His mother is bleeding. She was just here the other day to me. As this is what spirit does. They comes to me and talk to me. When they have things. But I cannot say because it's forbidden. My father will gonna hang me. So at the place where they sent me, it's a wilderness. 1,260. You made it 1,260 days when it was in my book is 1 to 30. 1 to 30 means 12:30. 12:30. But in this end, it's come back to 1 to 60. It should have been 1. Every 1 p.m. you should pray. You should pray. Every time there's an hour. There's meaningful in an hour, humans. 12, it should be in in the wilderness. I should stay for 1,230 days. Means 12:30. 12:30. As the symbol of the manger. A manger when I was GESUS. GESUS. When I was born in the manger, and then in this end, I am sent to the manger. You called wilderness, but it's not wilderness, because the wilderness you're talking about is this. Is this the place where we are, where you're going to find me, to find the cane? In this you called TY. TY to reverse YouTube. Tube you. You know? TY means thank you. This is where. So when it's about things that, like, when you eat something, your angels don't want to speak to you. Why? Because it's you know, it's like they want to vomit. It's like, but now I eat because my aunt sent me egg with rice, as this is how we eat. So just egg and rice, and then I cannot say no to it, because it's a blessing, you know. That's why my angel said, you eat egg. You know, you call me when you eat egg. That's what your angel does, humans. It's not like that they don't like you. It's just when you eat egg, don't show them that. Because when they see it, they will vomit. Why? Because it's you. As you were made from the egg. You know? You were made from the egg, the metaphor I have in my palm. That's what it was. The metaphor in my palm. You know, humans? So, that's why my angel said, you have eaten egg, it's you. You know, like that. And then, this is the place where Father sent me in the manger. As this is where they comes to me. They comes to me when it's all cleansed. And then, before I was sent here, I was living in a luxury life. I have a car. I have everything. Humans. I was working. I was making, because I was an IT. And then I was making what I can. I never asked anyone for help, even when I knew. Like I said, to God there is no for the humans, it's impossible for you, but for me, there is no impossible, humans. There is no impossible. Throughout incarnations, I never want to incarnate as a woman. I always want to incarnate as a man. Why? Because being a man, no one will going to trample me. No one is going to being rude to me, as it's always men who is being rude to the women. You know? That is why, because the first incarnation I have is I was sold. I was sold to the rich man. I was sold to the rich man, and they feed me under the table, and then they give me rice. They give me rice under the table, which is a leftover. And then after they feed me, they cup me, and then they throw me into the lion's den. It was the meaning of the resurrection, which is now Narnia. Narnia is Narnia is wardrobe is my garment. I was the witch. That's what it was, humans. Lion is them. Them is the lion. You understand that everything I talk is not coming from any of your stories, as this is the story of what you called me, knowledge and wisdom. As throughout incarnations, I am the one who writes everything. I write everything as you are, but you get contaminated of the world. And one thing, like you eat so much of their food, you like that, humanly food. So in this end, Father sent me to this place where it was in the beginning, where we are, where we meet, like a pod in the beginning. It's like just think this. The place where I am now was full of water. The place where I am now was full of water, as it was in the beginning. It was like that, and it was my pod. It was my pod you called tabernacle. But to the greed of the men, I was shut. I was shut. There was times that I was also caught on the net. There was times, as many times humans, just what you see around you. I've been through all that. All that. You become what you are as your weapon for the end. This end throughout incarnations. I take what you receive for you to receive in the end. This is what you don't get. To be you are the BRIDE of Christ means the apostles. The apostles. And those who are masquerading is those fakes. Those false prophets. They calling themselves prophets. Humans, when my father left me in the pod, it was the first time I've been looking for them everywhere. It's the first time I've been looking for them everywhere. I've been throughout dimensions to find them, but there's nowhere for me to find them. Because Aya told me, you will work till the end. We never get separated because in the end, we were always one whole. Because I am ecclesiastical one. A lover of the thorns. Thorns is those who loves to suffer. Thorns is those who are always with me throughout sufferings. Thorns is those who accept the worst part scenarios of their lives, still loving my father. That is what I like, humans. I never want you to call me mother. I never want you to call me that. Not because I am what you called queen. The GESUS. I've been always, even in the world before. You called me gracious. You called me gracious. That is the meaning of YouTube. To reverse TY. Gracious. You know, as long as you respect and love our Father, I'm fine with it. You know, respect is what I ask. Not to keep blaspheming my Father and my Aya and the Lord's, wasting my angels. I don't like it, humans. Enough that I accept all that, but don't waste my angels. Don't waste my Father. Don't waste my Aya. This is what it's all about, humans. You become what you are because of what happens. You've been blindfolded of what you have been through. You know, like all that written in your books you call Bible. It's nothing. It's just spices. It's been cooked and full of spices. Didn't I say that you can trample upon me, but my Father will raise me? You know? Because that is what it is, humans. I can't take everything, but accept the truth that you came from my Father, that you were with us in the beginning. What I speak is about of you, about us. I am reminding you the last part when we are in the Narnia. You know? We have a mother, humans. We have a mother. I never want to be called mother because I have a mother. My Aya, my mom, my dad, my sister. And those others. We are now whole. You may not see it around you, but spiritually you are. Ellie, Ellie, I know all of you. I know those druids, the false prophets that Sadhus are talking about are those claiming to themselves to be those speaking, those who are speaking that they are brides of Christ, those who are speaking and preaching the word of my Papa. That's what they are. Calling themselves prophetess is what my Sadhu Sandhar Selbare is talking about. You know, humans? He's now closing with my ayah. You could more nearer to my ayah. As before, he always just talked to me, Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit. But over time, he keep leaning to God. Before he speak about my Father. And that's what I want, human. That's what I want. That's what you want, my ayah. As I called him you. And they called me Chub. Chub because when I am an angel that goes to battle, I wear tube, humans. I wear tube with an X cross. This is why I don't like to claim this, you know. I hate claiming it. This is why I get the title of extra, because I always wear with an X. Extra is the symbol of my X-men's. X-men's are those I was with. X. XXX. X-men's are thus as we, my sisters have incarnated as apostles. But you call them brothers. You cannot, like you say lesbo, like that. No, you cannot call one like that, humans. You cannot call one lesbo. Call them on their names because they have a names. You know? You sin if you do that. Because for me, I am ecclesiastical. I am one. They've been robbed. Humans, they've been robbed. I only don't like it when you come to me, when you are like that and you come to me with a proud heart, with a proud self, then that's when you will hear me anger. Because I hate proud humans. I hate prouds. You know?